Yeah, how about that? We're back from our break, and it's time almost for boys basketball here inside the UMAC. Rick Corey along with Nick Irwin, as the boys will now take on Ponca City. Girls had a nice commanding win, if you will, especially with a big second period to kind of run away. Now the boys have the same challenge in front of them, a team in Ponca City that doesn't have a great record, but is certainly capable. And after the emotional win, especially against number one Owasso, you want to make sure you're sharp.
Yeah, and as we try to stay sharp with a week as we had like this one, especially with a big game last night against Owasso, we still want to make sure we handle the business against those lower-ranked teams. That's not how we win championships with district play, right? We want to make sure that we are winning against those top-ranked teams, but also taking care of business when we are favored with a game like tonight, Friday night basketball, underneath the lights here at the UMAC. We've got to take care of business.
Well, the district is the important thing, and you're going to get district standings, district points, all those things. The win against Owasso tied Union for Owasso for first place in the district. Now, not in district points, although now I believe just 22 points behind Owasso. Still have to play there in about a week, and that's going to be a week and a half or two. That's going to be senior night for Owasso. I expect that to be wild too, but you can't make that one important unless you win these.
Got to start here with tonight. End the week, end this great week, and cap it off with a win. Go into the weekend with a nice 3-day break of at least some nice rest. So for our boys tonight, I know that we talk about those players who might be coming off the bench, but those starting five, we usually see it, with Driver and with obviously Flemings as well. But it seems like those two were the hot ones last night.
All right, so I take a look at the standings that we just mentioned. You take a look here, Union is at 9-1 in the district, as is Owasso after that win last night, Union over Owasso. The Rams, of course, 17-4 overall. The Union's 15-6. But you see those district points. It's now a 28-point margin, between the two, an 18-point margin between the two at 130 to 112. That is not overcomable, I guarantee you. Then Westmore is back at 6-3. You see them overall district points. They don't really have much of a chance. So it looks to be a Union-Owasso battle, and you carry through to what this Ponca City team is, which is 3-16 and 2-7. As we said, though, everybody in the division is capable of beating you depending on how your night goes. I think, once again, Nick, as we talked in that girls' game, start is going to be so critical. Yeah, and with the start that we had yesterday, it seemed like it was white hot. And as we typically try to play to the standards of our opponents, if we're going to play to the standards of Ponca City tonight, we want to make sure that we are not only playing down, but we know the game plan, trying to work it down low. I just really hope we can get some bench play tonight and see who can fit in those puzzle pieces, because last night with those quick fouls from Manning, we had to have someone step up. Now, there will be some wholesale changes tonight for this Ponca City basketball team. As a matter of fact, 5 players that are not on the roster given initially are going to be in this game tonight. We'll point those out as we go. But we're about ready to get underway with our announcement of the starting lineups here at the UMAC, and, of course, our hype video as well. Union against Ponca City here on a Friday night. Union will play again on Tuesday.
On the campus of Union High School for tonight's matchup between the Ponca City Wildcats and your Union Redhawks. First, let's meet the visitors, the Ponca City Wildcats. At 5'9", a sophomore, number 0, Colton Strassener. At 6'2", a senior, number 2, A.J. Landis. At 6'2", a senior, number 3, Zayden Stoll. At 6'1", a junior, number 11, Adriel Miller. And at 6'1", a freshman, number 12, Tay Akers. Head coach of the Wildcats is Jacob Birnbaum.
Manning lays it off the glass. We have court. Driver takes the 3. Open 3. Up. And it's good.
Just call me Lieutenant. I'll be done in a minute. I'm testing the fish.
And now for the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. First, our ball boys tonight: Thomas Holcomb, Jacob Holtz, Milo Bracken, and Justin Armstrong. Starting at 6'1", a senior number 1, Tristan Driver. At 6 foot, a senior number 10, Corbin Gunn. At 5'10", a senior number 11, Justin Chappelle. At 6'2", a junior number 14, Robbie Manning. And at 6'8", a junior number 22, Miles Flemons.
So we are set. PA announcer Tyler Ashley fills us in on the starting lineups, and of course the legacy of Coach Garcia, who I think probably had as much fun last night as we had, Nick. A little bit of back and forth between coaches last night too in that basketball game. Tonight we expect maybe to be a little more calm, but you just never know.
With how it was last night, I know it seemed like, for me at least, I know we talked about it before the girls' game, we could go to bed until late into the night. A lot of fireworks here. So let's get business done here tonight and go into this weekend.
Jump ball is going to be tapped around a couple of times. It'll come off to Ponca City, and we're underway. Union in that traditional man-to-man. As Landis sends it far right side. Quickly back out front. Landis takes the shot, no good. Driver with the rebound. Driver breaks free underneath. Little right-hand floater goes in. Tristan Driver opens the scoring at 2-0. Cross court and a wide open middle of the court there. That was taken, but it was dropped, and then the shot is missed. Gunn able to get it back in bounds, but threw it right by Chappelle. Now a breakaway for Putnam or Ponca. They'll put it up in the foul. The shot is no good, but a nice job there to kind of draw that contact. And the man who put it up was Colton Strassner, and he'll go to the line. The student section will give him a little business, but it won't matter. That first one goes down. Foul, by the way, on Manning. He started last night with 2 fouls within, what, about 20 seconds, Nick?
It seemed like it was one possession, and then they still were able to at least get the offensive foul from it.
So much like the girls, Ponca goes up 2-0. Gunn, quick move on the inside, but he'll pull it back out. Way cross court to Manning. Driver out front, trying to get it to Miles Fleming on the inside. Driver, far side to Gunn. Once again, he'll move inside. That ball almost knocked away. Flemons has it down low. Soft touch won't go. Rebound, Ponca City. Stole with it. Now Landis will bring it up. And he'll go to Strassner, and here comes Ponca.
It's going to be tough for Flemons tonight because he does have that height advantage. He better be using it tonight down low at the low block.
Back out front, shot from nearly the three-point line, but not quite, won't go. Union brings it back down in a 2-2 game. Driver from way out front. Whoa, it rims in and out, won't go down, and Landis with the rebound. Cross court, Strassner. He'll go right side, and that shot is up and good. Now that is Tavion Akers. He averages just under 9 a game, so he is dangerous. That was a 3, and it's 5-2. Driver to the middle. Chappelle, he was deadly from there last night. Can't get that one to go. Flemons rebounds it. He's going to go right back up with the left hand and got it down. And I think that ball came down. Stoll got an elbow right in the arm, right in the face, and I think he thought he was going to get the call, Nick, but it didn't come.
I think Coach Birnbaum wanted an offensive foul with that elbow that was leading.
Yeah, Jacob Birnbaum is the relatively young head coach. Shot up and in right there by A.J. Landis. He averages a little over 5 a game, and it's now 7-4 Ponca. Chappelle works it inside. Flemons open, got that left-handed soft shot, and it's good. Oh, Flemons is a mismatch down low tonight. Chappelle able to knock that away. Straciner just able to save it. Now here he comes. Wide open shot for Straciner, and he knocks it down. Ponca early, very hot, and they continue with the lead, 9-6.
They've just been finding those open spaces and just knocking down these nice little mid-range shots.
Gunn with a nice move to the middle, goes to lay it up. He's going to get a foul call before he gets there. Ball didn't go down anyway, and the call in there. So they'll take it out of bounds. That foul goes against Tavion Akers. Akers averages 8.6, and Adriel Miller averages 8.9. Those are the two guys to watch for scoring on this Wildcat team.
Thomas Putnam just checked in for the Wildcats.
Nice job inbounds quickly to Flemons, and once again, he tried to go straight up. Nick couldn't quite. He didn't bend over much, though, and took it right back up for two.
That was tough for Putnam. Definitely outsized there with Flemons.
Quick shot into the corner, a quick pass into the corner. Now Straciner from the right side. He knocks down another three. Straciner's hot, and the visitor lead goes to 12-8. Back inside for Union, and Chappelle is fouled. He's taken a couple of really hard shots. He's still on the ground. I think he's all right, Nick, but he took one, and I think he fell on that elbow. And, boy, we all know what it's like if you fall on a basketball court on your elbow. That is not soft.
A stinger, but nice to make these two free throws.
And it was the right elbow, so let's see how that reacts. Well, the first shot is off. And very often the free throw shot for Chappelle is a little flat, and that one was.
Doesn't have a lot of spin on it either.
Second one is going to roll out as well, and who knows, maybe that elbow bothered him on both. It will remain 12-8 Ponca City. 4:22 to go in this first period. Steal in there by Driver almost, but Straciner will have it again, but he stepped out of bounds. Just Union has gotten shots, just can't get them to fall right now, and the question is, can you do enough down low with Flemons to offset that until you can find your groove?
Yeah, Ponca City is shooting the lights out from three right now. So if that's going to dwindle, we got to make sure our shots are falling.
Once again, Flemons inside. Turns off the glass, won't go. Manning with the work-like rebound. Could not get his hands on it. And a really good play right there by Tavion Akers. Akers knew he couldn't gather it in. And he just bodied in front of Manning and let that ball bounce out of bounds.
Exactly.
Landis with a bit of a trap. Now he's out of there, and Akers will pass it down. Straciner back out front, way out front. And here come the Wildcats again. 4-point lead, Ponca City, with 3:45 to go first period, pardon me. Into the game right now is Thomas Putnam, and he has it turned over, and Union will come this way. Manning to Gunn, and the offense is set. Down low to Flemons. Flemons, I'm chuckling because there was not a thing right there Thomas Putnam could do. That ball was just floated down inside. Miles Flemons went to get it, scores again, and it's 12-10. And immediately a timeout by Jacob Birnbaum. And I think really what he's going to try to say right here is, guys, look, you know he's bigger than you right now. You can't let him get that kind of position. I think that's what upset him.
It was really tough because Thomas Putnam fought to get in front of Flemons, which I think actually wasn't the best option because that gave Flemons a wide open space behind him. They get the pass to behind him, and he was able to get the nice, easy layup. But if that is what we're going to need to do, since we're not shooting the ball very well from beyond the arc, right, shooting those field goals, I think we might have to work with getting the ball down low. So that's going to be a heyday for Miles Flemons, who has a major height advantage against this Wildcat team.
Well, it's working thus far. Flemons with 8 early points, 8 of Union's 10, the only other 2 going to Tristan Driver. I chuckled a little bit there because it reminds me of a college situation once in a game I was broadcasting where one of the officials turned to one of the Tulsa players. It's against Memphis back in the Derrick Rose days. Tulsa player had just been schooled all night. He just turned to him and he said, "He's just better than you." Sometimes it happens. Layup is blown right there by Ponca City. Could not quite decide whether he wanted to put that ball in and jam it or not, so Miller just missed it. Gunn down inside, can't get it to go. Flemons with the putback, and he has 10. Tie game. Quickly down court, Straciner again. Gets it down underneath the basket. Ball turned over. Here comes Driver. Driver with Putnam to beat. Right hand, up and good. No foul call, but Union takes the lead.
Something to note, freshman Kamari Block Jones is in the game right now.
Driver from 3, way outside, won't go. Rebound comes off to Voltaire. Gunn inside again to Flemons. Flemons down and under, and it's good. Miles Flemons has 12 of Union's 16 points. Redhawks by 4.
Trey Smith was in the game, not Kamari Block Jones.
Yep. And Voltaire as well. Putnam has it stolen away. Flemons has it. And I think they're going to call him for a foul. Yep, they're finally going to get the call. Initially, I wasn't quite sure, and instead they are going to call that foul in there. Putnam's going to get that foul. Flemons stole it away, and I think Putnam was just a little bit frustrated. Tried to drag it away, and he could not. So out there now, it is Flemons, who has, as I mentioned, 12. Voltaire's out there, Gunn, Trey Smith, and Driver. 2:03 to go, first period. Gunn scoreless as of right now, which is unusual. Driver's going to take another long 3. Again, he misses. Voltaire with the rebound. Back to Driver. Gunn will not take that 3. Instead, he'll back it up. Voltaire screen melts away. Down inside to Flemons once again. He's double teamed. Quick pass. Right side. No good on the 3 from Smith. Back outside. Gunn from 3. No good again. What a rebound by Voltaire, and he puts it up and in. Oh, my goodness. Emmanuel Voltaire took off halfway down the free throw line and just man-sized took that ball away. Quickly back out front. 3-point attempt. And it's good right there by A.J. Landis. So that breaks the string for Union. 18-15 now. Redhawks have been on a bit of a run. They'll get it down low. Flemons a little further out than they want him. Gunn trapped a little underneath. Back to Driver. Tristan Driver, when he gets that basketball, he wants to shoot.
He wants to shoot it, but after the start he's got.
Flemons with great position. Turns. Got the roll. Oh, my. Miles Flemons is on fire. 14 tonight already. It's 20-15. Smith almost stole that ball away. It's hit again. Gunn has got a shot at it. Ponca picks it up. It's 3-on-1 from way outside. Wilson, and he knocks down a 3. Trent Wilson for 3, and it's 20-18. And Ponca remaining in this game simply, Nick, because they are really hot from outside.
Flemons with 14. Just seems like all those traps that we've got, they're just rolling into the hands of Ponca City. I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be happening for the entire game. So
the 2-3 zone right here for Ponca, but they're really extending that zone. Now with 6 seconds to go, Gunn's going to have to make some hay. Here he goes. Driver, long 3 attempt. No good. Voltaire with a tip, and that won't go. So at the end of the quarter, it's going to be 20-18 Union, and that's certainly not a stellar first quarter when it comes to shooting the basketball, but 14 for Miles Flemons tonight. That's just in the first quarter. What a quarter he has had. Now, if you're Ponca, you realize that if you're going to try to close on him with that zone, you're going to leave somebody else open.
Yeah, and especially with how we have had at least the start from the 3-point line. I think Driver's at 0 for 4 for right now, maybe even 0 for 5 on those. Made 1. And so in those shots, it's tough because when the shots aren't falling, as we saw with last night with Montanati, that hurts the confidence. That makes you not want to shoot it as much, or frustration creeps in. But for the start that Miles Flemons has, it's a really good start. 14 points in the first quarter, hit 14 out of the 20 points. So I know they're going to try to limit Flemons to maybe trap him a little bit more, but that's where we're going to need to find more openings and more cuts.
Well, one thing, you kind of count on the fact that, hopefully this is, if you're Union, this is not Villanova-Georgetown from, the 71% or 77% shooting percentage in the NCAA finals all those years ago. But if I were to tell you that we would be at the end of the first period, Corbin Gunn and Justin Chappelle would have zeros, and you'd still lead, you'd take it.
Yeah, I know that for how many points that Gunn usually gets and how many points that Flemons usually gets, they kind of balance each other out. It's either one or the other. For this one, it's all the chips are in Flemons. 14 points, Gunn 0 points, so still got a 2-point lead.
Union will start with Smith, driver, Voltaire again, Flemons, and Gunn. Gunn out front. He's going to take the three. That one looked good but wouldn't go. Voltaire with another amazing rebound. Can't get the putback, though. And the rebound out to Landis, and here come the Wildcats. Landis to Straciner. One dribble, couldn't quite get the three off. Landis again. Straciner. No thanks. Voltaire knocks it away. Voltaire will be 1-on-2. He'll go right to the hole, and Voltaire lays it up and in. Straciner went to the ground trying to draw the charge, but the official wouldn't have it. Ball knocked away, but it's taken again by Ponca and knocked away by Driver. Driver to Gunn. Now to Voltaire, and again Voltaire up and in. That's 4 quick ones for Voltaire, and Union extends the lead.
Voltaire's intensity on the defensive side, hands all the time, at least even extending his feet, trying to get some limbs all over the ball. Voltaire coming out hot. Another turnover here.
Driver knocks it away. Voltaire collects it. Voltaire 6 tonight, and here comes Tristan Driver. Smith to the right. Smith from 3, and it won't go. Gunn with the rebound. He's underneath it. He's going to put it back, and that's going to be good. You're not going to stop Corbin Gunn from right there.
Quick 6 points from all times. Another turnover
Landis
here.
Has it taken away again. Driver, little pullback. It's good. And just like that, a Union leads by 10, 28-18. This was a 2-point game a minute and 42 seconds ago. And quickly, Voltaire and Driver and defense makes it 10.
And I would highlight that Voltaire's, at least all his intensity in that defensive side had caused all that. I know Driver got a hand on that last one, but I know we're trying to fight for that 5th spot. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Robbie Manning? Is it going to be Emmanuel Voltaire? Is it going to be Jackson McIntyre? Out of those 3, right now, Voltaire fighting for that starting position, and he's been shown it with a nice 6 points to start this second quarter.
What his rebounds have been just man-sized. I mean, he's taking off, as I said, middle of the free throw line and just jumping past 3 or 4 players. Now, if you honestly, if you look at this lineup for Ponca City, no one's taller than 6'2".
Yeah.
So they're really outmatched and overmatched everywhere you can possibly look, and that's what Union right now is taking advantage of. And if you're Coach Jacob Birnbaum, there's not much you can do about DNA. He's just bigger than me, so you're going to have to front him, you're going to have to back him. But if you're going to play that zone against him, he's going to have some opportunities.
And the thing that's most impressive with Emmanuel Voltaire is while Voltaire is getting these rebounds, he's jumping before the ball even touches the ground. He's catching it in the air. It's a really, really tough skill that he has.
Straciner gets it to Landis as they try to get it across midcourt, which they have not done yet. Now Straciner does, and here comes the break. Left side 3 is up, and this time it is no good. Bounces off the foot of one of the Ponca players. That was Trent Wilson, who knocked down a very pretty 3 just a minute ago. He missed that one, and maybe that will be the start of what is not quite such good shooting from the outside.
It's been all lights out from the three-point line, so when these shots are not going in the second quarter, kind of seems as a surprise, but that's something that we knew that was going to happen. How is Union going to respond to extend this lead even more?
Just under 6 minutes to play in this first half. 10-point lead for Union. Driver way outside and drains it. Oh, Tristan Driver. When he gets hot like that, look out. 31-18. Landis had a little bit of a problem, but got by Driver. Now gets it inside. Stoll had it. He's going to give it back up. Little turnaround, quick shot, and it's banked off the backboard and in. Tavion Akers, I don't think he meant to call that, but it went in anyway.
It's late this Friday. Bank is still open.
Oh, look who's open underneath again. Flemons, he tries to go up. No foul called. Driver from 3 again. Won't go. Rebound to Stoll. Here comes Ponca City. That ball looks like it's going to be thrown away, and it is. It's taken in there by McIntyre.
A lot of numbers
Quickly
here.
down court. Driver wide open. That's a gimme for 2. 33-20. The last thing Ponca wants to do is try to run with Union 2, and right now if they get too excited, they might find themselves in a bigger hole. Landis will slow it down, though. Down inside. Now back to the outside once again. Nowhere to go with it. Akers knew he had to give it up, and he goes to Stoll. Stoll to Miller, and Miller's their leading scorer, just under 9 a game. But the man who handles the ball most of the time is this one here, and that is Landis. Landis just found out Flemings can move his feet too. Nice little feed inside. Good little move. And that is Adriel Miller for the 2. Union just fell asleep a little bit on the back cut. Driver down low. Now Flemings draws the double team. Turns to look. Right there, it's Gunn who's open. Gets it to Gunn. Good close right there, though, by Stoll. And it's knocked away, and here comes Ponca City. Little spin, but that spin is taken away. Good job by Smith, and then McIntyre's fouled. The spin on the inside came from Miller, and when he spun, guess who was there? Number 4, Jackson McIntyre, and he took that ball away in a little frustration foul.
It was a good effort to get to the floor from the Wildcats, but when he went to the floor, that going to the floor caused the foul.
Boyd will check into the game. Jackson Boyd, number 5. Chappelle back into the game as well. Oh, and that pass to the right side, and I think Driver was coming back toward the ball. Flemings thought he was going to the corner, and the two had a somewhat of a discussion. I think most of the discussion came from Flemings' side right there. Turnover, and the 11-point game will continue with Ponca City having the basketball.
Even if he was in the corner, I think that was going to need to be a 6'5" player over there.
Inside ball stolen. Chappelle, here he goes. Justin Chappelle. Little hesitation, up and under, got it to go. Good job by Chappelle, little patience there. And he's going to pester Landis down court, but quickly, here we go. Right side three-pointer is off the mark. As a matter of fact, that's an air ball. Flemings with a rebound, quickly down court. Driver, he had Boyd initially. Driver backs up. Chappelle from 3, not quite. Flemings can't quite get that board. Now credit right there because Stoll did a really nice job of body control to keep him out of there. Down court. Inside, ball up and no good. That was a quick shot by Putnam, and I think he was bothered by Union coming toward him. Redhawks with the rebound, but I think you can credit Putnam's miss with just a little intimidation.
Yeah, when you are playing against a bigger team, a stronger team, it's going to be a little bit of a fear factor when you're driving it down low, especially with the player like Miles Fleming, 6'8", just down there in the paint ready for you.
Gunn will have a seat. Coming back in is Manning. So you've got Boyd, Manning, Flemings, Driver, and Chappelle. Middle to Manning. Oh, Driver's wide open for a 3. Puts it up. Cannot get it to go. Chappelle with a rebound. Justin turns. Oh, he had a nice feed inside. It was not handled by Manning. Boyd able to grab it, though. Chappelle again. Manning in the middle, but boy, he drove a crowd in a hurry. Back out to Driver. Back to Chappelle. Justin, nice move inside. Got it up. Oh, what a basket by Justin Chappelle. Talk about body control. Jumped off that left foot, made a contortion, and knocked it down. And Manning will get called for the foul. And that's one of the ones right there on Manning that I know is what Coach Garcia will point out in film and say, look, you go body guys, you put a guy, and you foul a guy, and you mean it. But those are the kind of fouls that far away from the basket you just can't have.
It's the ones that you're trying to choose from. Would you rather foul someone going in for a layup and make them earn it at the line? Or are you going to foul it because you got beat off a dribble and making sure you're trying to get back on defense?
Landis dribbles and goes to Strasner. Strasner has been hot from 3. He's been on the bench for a while. Landis goes middle. Right hand, left hand, not any good. Chappelle with the rebound. Way down court to Driver. Tristan drives inside. Nice little up and under. He got the 2, and he got fouled. Tristan Driver knew that contact was going to come. He was ready for it. He drew Colton Strasner into him, and he has the and 1. Free throw is good, and it's now a 40-22 game. And remember, this was 22-20 not that long ago. Pardon me, 20-18 not that long ago. Strasner goes middle. Wilson, left side, knocks down the 3. Trent Wilson, that's a couple of threes for him tonight. He has had a tremendous start. And it's 40-25.
Ponca City's field goal percentage has been pretty good this game. kind of keeping them in the game. I know 15 points is a lot, but still.
Nice job to get that ball right inside. Boyd, what a nice rebound by Jackson Boyd, and he puts it back up. Driver with the uncharacteristic miss from a close range, and Boyd just manned himself up. Foul right there. That's going to go on Chappelle, as Trent Wilson was trying to cut back to the ball and probably take another three. Justin got a little arm in there.
On that rebound from Boyd, that's one of those efforts that, you know, the B team typically wants to be seen out here on this varsity time. So well done from Boyd there.
And we call those guys program players. Ball knocked around and dropped by Strachner. Here comes Driver. He'll take the long three. Can't get it to go. Nobody underneath. Ponca with a rebound. Here comes Miller. Again, he's their leading scorer. Miller can't get the right hand to go. Boyd with the rebound and a man-sized one. He'll go to Driver. 33 seconds to go in this half, and Union will likely hold it. It's a 17-point game. Two really nice plays by Boyd, one defensively, one offensively. They'll go middle to Manning. Now Driver, another three, and that one was well short. Underneath, though, is Manning. Bodies his way back inside and scores. Manning looked up and realized he had the smaller Strachner on him, and he just moved him. 3 seconds. Now 2. Strachner will put up a runner. No good. So we are at the half, and a game that was 2 points not that long ago is now 44-25. So far tonight, it has been the Miles Fleming show. He has 14 tonight, but Driver has 14 as well, and we end at 44-25. I'm Rick Gorey along with Nick Irwin here at the UMAC. Halftime of this boys game. We'll be back to look at some of these statistics and get the second half underway in a few minutes right here on the Union Sports Network.
Dad, don't forget about my new cleats.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done. Anything else?
Now,
Golf clubs?
Not
Yep.
for me,
Yeah,
to a friend.
of course,
I'm
of
just
course.
anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know. I went to
my
Dix.com.
cleats. Thank you. I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at InkwellNation.com.
Life doesn't wait for you to slow down. When you're moving fast and something doesn't feel right, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is here to help you stay in motion. Through our combined expertise in orthopedic surgery, non-surgical medicine, and comprehensive whole patient treatment, our team has your back and every other joint too. Ready to get back out there? Visit AOOK.com and let's move forward together. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Heal, recover, advance.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Shields is now open at the Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, and we can't thank you enough for the warm welcome. Whether you love the great outdoors, sports, or fashion, Shields has something for everyone. Our passionate and knowledgeable Shields experts are excited to welcome you to explore thousands of brands and premium products. From our golf simulator, service shop, archery lanes, and more, we're ready to get you fitted with the best gear for you. We can't wait to see you at Shields.
Select Commercial Group, a part of Coldwell Banker Select, is a highly reputable and professional firm specializing in commercial real estate services. A premier sponsor of the Union Red Hawks.
Hey Union fans, score big with TTCU Federal Credit Union School Pride Card. Each time you use your card, we donate to Union Public Schools, adding to the $2.5 million we've given statewide. TTCU, where members are raving fans.
Students, this may seem like a no-brainer, but always make sure that you and your passengers are wearing seatbelts while you are driving. It's the most important thing you can do to safeguard not only your own life, but also the lives of those dear to you in an event. Thanks to Farmers Insurance Agent Lacey Davenport for bringing these important safety reminders to our school.
Right, here we go.
All right. All right.
Let's pretend like we know what we're... We're back at the half here at the UMAC, the Union Multi-Purpose Activity Center. Rick Corey along with Nick Irwin stepped away for just a moment as the Union boys lead here at the half against Ponca City, and it's 44-25, Nick. And it wasn't, again, the most pretty start. Union actually trailed in this game early, but what was a 2-point game quickly expanded into what we have now as a 17-point game, and it really came inside. Miles Flemons with 14 already tonight. Now, Tristan Driver has 14 as well, but a lot of those came later after Flemons not only kept Union close, but gave them the lead.
Yeah, and I know with that first quarter, it seemed like Ponca City was shooting the lights out. They had those 3 balls working from all sides of the wings, and so most of those field goals from outside beyond the paint that's what kind of surprised us a little bit, right? And even though it surprised us, we still knew what the game plan was to typically go a little bit faster. When we get that rebound, we're looking for a quick outlet. And as we've seen, when we get that quick outlet, Miles Fleming's down low, a nice first half. Definitely not going to be surprised if he's going to have a better second half.
Corbin Gunn has not had a big scoring night after having a tremendous scoring night last night. Neither has Justin Chappelle after a really good scoring night, but that's the beauty of a team. You're picked up by someone else. Emmanuel Voltaire had about a 3-minute span where he scored 4 quick points, got really big rebounds, and kind of sparked the basketball team.
Yeah, with Voltaire finding that kind of fifth guy kind of that we don't usually see. So when we are seeing either Robbie Manning or Jackson McIntyre, I want to make sure that Emmanuel Voltaire, he was having those 2 to 3 minutes, he had rebounds that he was jumping before the ball had hit the rim. He was timing it, which that skill is such a specific skill that a lot of players don't have, and especially with the height that he has, only being, 6'2", it's kind of hard to get those rebounds, but his height was playing a huge factor, and his versatility to jump and get those rebounds and then score the ball as well.
Well, he had 4 in a row very quickly on a couple of putbacks, and the fact that he's 6'2" doesn't seem to really hurt when you can jump 6'2".
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Emmanuel Voltaire brings to this thing, plus the energy he brings to it. Right now, of course, Manning is that 5th starter. Voltaire, Manning, probably almost an even swap. Manning gets a lot of points down low on putback rebounds. As a matter of fact, he had a very big rebound and putback just before the half where he just muscled somebody out of the way. He's got those wide shoulders to be able to do that. So as the second half begins, Union leads convincingly 44-25. The bigger deal now is, can you get your stars going? Because just like we talked about for the girls, Nick, you want these starters to have a couple of very good, crisp moments before you give way and let other people go play basketball.
You never want to get rusty and just set your starters out for so long that they're either their muscles are getting tired or not used to the conditioning of running after sitting for so long of a period of time. So we want to make sure that we have enough time of getting our starters. I wouldn't be surprised if that's who is going to be coming out for this second half, and then slowly start rotating in, the players who are coming in off the bench.
We will have the initial 5 out there for Ponca City. It'll be Colton Strasner. He is number 0. A.J. Landis, number 2. Zayden Stoll, number 3. Adriel Miller, 11. And Tavion Akers, number 12. And the original starting 5 as well for Union. Gunn, Chappelle. They have Flemings out there, who after that 14, Miles didn't score for probably the last 5 or 6 minutes. But the ball didn't go down inside much. Also out there will be Driver and Manning. So we're ready for the second half on a Friday night. 3-game week here at the UMAC. A couple of games next week, a Tuesday, Friday here at home. Nick and I will be there for those. The officials are just now rejoining us. One of the officials was out, but apparently the little officials room was busy, and they're back out, and Ponca's back on offense. Initial shot blocked. That shot coming from Miller, and it was blocked by Manning. Quickly the other way is Chappelle. We'll reset, and that's a great defensive way to start the half. Flemings with the ball, but he's a long way from the basket. Chappelle back down to Flemings. Nice little move. Left-hander is up and in. There was no way for Stoll to stop that. That's 16 now for Flemings.
Chappelle almost got the steal there as well.
Strasner way down to Landis in the corner. He's a little trapped. He'll go to Miller. Strasner, nice little move inside. Manning can't get the hand on it, but he did change the arc of that shot, and it rolls off. Manning with another rebound. Again inside. Oh, that one's knocked away. Good job by Ponca City to play that one.
Ponca City wants to play a little bit slower there. Union was trying to go fast with Gunn, trying to find Flemings down low. The pass wasn't exactly where he needed it. He was trying to put it on the hip and make the rotation as it needed to be, but turnover there.
Landis cannot quite get around Driver. There he did, but tried to throw a pass, and it's off the back of a player. Here comes Driver, unmolested, and he'll lay it in for 2 more. Driver now with 16. 16 tonight as well for Flemings. Quick pass to Strasner. Now back inside to Strasner. He lays it up, hits the bottom of the rim. And again, I think Flemings affected that shot. Quickly down to Manning. Manning inside. Oh, he had an opportunity to Chappelle for 3. Can't get it to go. Manning had cleared out under. but there were 2 other Wildcats there, and they gather the rebound.
It's the new game. You dribble underneath the basket. You pick up your dribble. You have an opportunity to go around and make a nice turnaround jumper, but you kick it out for 3. Just part of the new game.
I thought Manning right there would just lean into that like he did on the other rebound. Straisner drives in, puts up a left-hander, and it's a wild shot. Manning fights for the rebound. He's on the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession to Union. Manning will get a little help getting off the ground. And there's going to be a timeout by the officials here so they can, I think, dry that court off right there. Actually, but I think that was actually Ponca City called the timeout. I thought initially the officials did because of Manning laying on the floor. That's a lot of player laying there sweating. Instead, Ponca called the timeout. Coach Birnbaum, with a 48-25 game, I think just wants to settle his crew again.
For this second half, we want to make sure that we're highlighting with the stars that are starting. We want to make sure that those players are getting enough time in this third quarter, because once we get that kind of strong lead, maybe pushing it into 30, that's when we can start to work with players who we can get a nice full sub.
Trent Wilson will check in for Ponca City. He had a couple of threes in the first half, and he is a really dangerous shooter, pretty shot. But he'll step out, and if he gets anything near a clear shot, he'll toss it up. Union will bring it in. Chappelle. And Gunn in the backcourt, unmolested. Chappelle will pass off to Gunn, and here comes the offense. Down low again to Flemons. Miles turns, left-hander, won't go. Miles with the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Flemons just couldn't get the roll, but he stuck with it, got fouled by Landis, and he'll shoot 2.
Now it's Flemons takes these free throws. Those 2 opportunities that he has, those are some really open shots that he should be able to knock down, so now got to earn them at the free throw line.
First shot is good. He's hit most of those tonight. In that case, once again, with 2 bodies on him, I'll tell you one thing, he has gotten so much better just this season at being strong and inside like that. He just goes up like a bull.
That strength is very hard to match.
Second shot is no good. Ball tried to bounce off Chappelle, but is saved. It's on the floor. Manning has a hand on it, gets it to Driver, and Union has it. What a play by Manning.
Yeah, diving for that ball. When the ball's rolling, going for it.
Chappelle inside. Flemons rolls it in. Oh, what a play right there by Union. The defensive play, the vision by Chappelle, and it's 51-25.
Call that a 3-point opportunity there.
A ball stolen by Gunn. Driver is going to have a one-on-one. Tristan defends and puts it in. I think he wanted the foul right there. Did a good job of fending off the defender with that left arm and is able to put in the score, and that's 18 now for Driver. Landis being pestered. Now here comes Miller. Tries to get underneath, and that's not a place, or pardon me, Wilson, that is not a place Wilson wants to be. He's only 5'10", and he was inside with the trees, and that had no future, and it's out of bounds, but it will stay with Ponca City.
Yeah, the only points that he was able to make tonight have been 3-point opportunities, so for him to be underneath the basket, it's tough for him.
Straisner with a little right-hander won't go. Gunn with the rebound again, down court. Here's Driver. Driver puts it up, misses. I think he was trying to kind of get that off the backboard for Flemons and couldn't do it. Landis from 3. He got it. A.J. Landis looked around, didn't have any other options, and thought, why not? He knocks down 3, and it's 53-28.
And I think it kind of stems from that previous possession for Union. We have an opportunity to score there. Driver doesn't pass it off to Flemons. He passes it too late. We're going to have a foul here on Putnam City, but it's still not being able to score that.
Yeah, Flemons had such deep position, and once again, you almost feel bad in there for Thomas Putnam because there's just nothing he can do. He's shorter by 7 inches. He's not as big, and Miles Flemons just took him down to the bucket. Now, Putnam did foul him, so it will be out of bounds, but there was just not a lot for him to be able to do right there. Driver wide open from 3. Step left. He'll take the shot. No good. Rebound to Ponca. Buffalo Head with the rebound. Quickly out. Oh, Driver is pestering Wilson, but Wilson got away. He'll take that shot. Wilson from 3. Can't hit it. Gunn with the rebound. Chappelle just let him have it. To the corner to Tristan. Manning. Oh, it's a good position for Manning. He'll drive and then kick back. Chappelle is open. Middle to Manning. Good little pull up by Manning. Can't get the roll, though. Flemons able to get the rebound. That ball was right in A.J. Landis's hands, and he just couldn't hold it. And Miles said, sure,
Tipped
I'll
it
take
out of
it.
his hands, yeah.
21 for Miles Flemons. Flemons and Driver between them have 39 tonight. Landis cannot get Driver to bite. He'll still try to drive him, and it won't work. Putnam doesn't want it for long. Now Wilson, he is a danger to shoot from where he's standing. Putnam is going to fire it from way outside. Oh, my goodness, he swished it. Putnam could not find anybody open and just tossed it up, and it goes. 55-31. Well, we said that you can't, you live by the sword, die by the sword. 3 attempt and a 3 by Driver. He now has 21. Pretty much saying, yeah, you shoot 3? Yeah, watch me. Ball knocked away by Driver. He knocks it back in bounds, but right to Buffalo Head. Ball tipped this time by Manning to Driver. He's wide open down court. Driver now with 23. 60-31. Breakaway by the Wildcats inside. Goes Miller. He is fouled, though, as he goes up. That's going to be Flemons. And Miller will go to the line. Adriel Miller averages 8.9. Tonight, only 2 for the Wildcats. And he'll step to the line with an opportunity for 2. First one is off the back rim. So with 2:20 to go in this third period, it will remain 60-31. You mentioned a 30-point lead. How about 31?
It's a pretty good spot. Still got a lot of starters still out there, so wanting to make sure we maybe extend it even more.
Manning will have a seat, though. Coming in is Voltaire. And if you're Ponca City, that's not a break.
Yeah, when you're subbing in some of these players with Voltaire, Chappelle, all these different types of players, just more intensity coming off the bench.
By the way, Robbie Gunn still has only 2 points tonight, and you got to give him credit. Another nice feed on the inside and a foul there. Flemons is fouled by Putnam. Most players who are like Robbie Gunn, who can score 20 a night, if he's got 20 in the third period, most of the time that guy is pressing and taking unnecessary shots. You're seeing none of that from Robbie Gunn.
Yeah, I think it's very much on the defensive side. That's very showing the effort level is for most of this team has been on the defensive side.
Well, and you're just seeing he's not impatient. He's not pushing it. Flemons shot. Oh, it rolls in. You talk about shooter's roll. That thing bounced everywhere it could, and finally said, sure, I'll fall down. Oh, he's showing you the ultimate teammate Robbie Manning is by not becoming impatient and just taking shots he shouldn't.
I do want to highlight also with Corbin Gunn, I know he only has 2 points for the night. It's nothing that is frustrating. There's no frustration factor from this. When one player is having a really good night, and especially in this case, 2 players having a good night.
Voltaire tips it up and in. Ball rolls around on the rim and rolls, and Voltaire puts it up when it comes back, and Union leads now 61-32. And yes, Gunn's actually who I was talking about. Chappelle with the steal to Flemons. He'll go back to Chappelle, and here comes Justin. Voltaire. Move to the inside. Voltaire. Oh, he had it out quickly to Driver. Gunn drives. Inside to Flemons again, and Flemons scores again. And again, right there, Corbin Gunn could have taken that shot. Not a great shot, but it wasn't awful, and he can elevate and take it. Instead, he found the better man, 24 for Flemons.
It's the point guard mentality, being able to find this
good
open
little
man.
feed inside right there, and the ball is not going to go down. Oh, Elijah Buffalo had every opportunity and just rolled it off the back. Rebound Union. Chappelle will back it up. Minute 11 to go here, third period. Oh, Gunn tried to get it inside, and he whips it inside. Oh, my goodness. That is Voltaire, who was beside Flemons. And from here, Nick, it looked like it was going to Flemons. Flemings will get a foul right there. As a nice job driving it inside by Elijah Buffalohead. He got the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Let's go back to that play. When that ball was thrown, I would have sworn it was to Flemings. Instead, it was to a cutting Voltaire who went straight into the basket, and Voltaire has 10 tonight. Flemings will have a seat, and he's going to get a nice round of applause from that student section, and it's well-deserved. Smith is set to check back in. The free throw is no good. Knocked out of bounds by Ponca. Voltaire had that, and he was knocked out of his hands by Akers.
Our 2 top scorers taking a seat on the bench.
McIntyre is in there. He can score it too. Chappelle breaks away, goes to Gunn. Again, Robbie, not impatient. Or pardon me, Corbin. Oh, Chappelle broke inside. Tries to put it up. Ball is blocked. Here comes Ponca. And it's stolen away. Actually dribbled right to McIntyre. He'll get it down court to Gunn. Gunn tosses it off the rim up, and Voltaire is able to lay it in. Corbin Gunn knew he was back there, rolled it off the rim, and Voltaire finished it. Oh, my.
Well, ESPN top 10 on that one.
Another turnover. Voltaire comes out, and here he comes. He'll slow it down, and Chappelle back inside for 2. Oh, my goodness. The Red Hawks are on fire, and it's 71-34 as we go to the 4th period. You can't say enough about the defense. You can't say enough about the teamwork. And look at who is scoring here tonight. Voltaire with 12, and what a feed in there by Gunn.
With 12 points for Voltaire, that's going to probably be one of his top moments for this past couple weeks, is because he's usually seen as someone who might get a couple points here, good defense there. But for tonight, for him to have 12 points, and I know that for the players out there on the court, he's the leading scorer on the court, that's going to be a confidence booster all the way into these long months of February and March as we move towards the playoffs. That's going to be something that you're going to hold on to, and that's going to be something that I hope that Coach Garcia is going to see who's putting in the most effort. But as a fan watching Union, this is all good news.
Well, I can guarantee you he knows who's putting in that effort, and right now it's everybody out there. And you take a look now, Kamari Block-Jones has come into the game. Also Trey Smith, and he also out there right now, Jackson Boyd and McIntyre, along with Voltaire. Really excited to see Kamari Block-Jones again. 71-34 beginning this 4th period. Move inside, that's a little foul from behind. Smith thought he could knock it away. Got an arm in there, and they pulled that foul, so it'll be out of bounds for the Wildcats. Difficult inbounds, but it's going to come all the way out to Miller. And now out front to Wilson. Union will let him pass it around the outside. The perimeter is not going to be a problem. That's where Ponca was really hot early, but that has cooled off a tremendous amount here in the second half. Way out front, Miller passes it off. Landis with the drive. Looked like he was tied up there by Block-Jones, but they're going to call a foul. I thought that was kind of a 50-50, Nick. I thought for a second that was going to be a jump ball.
Maybe he had his hand in there just for long enough time to cause that jump ball. I believe that's what he was thinking he did as well, but they're going to call a foul on Kamari.
Fascinated to watch the young man play. Landis try to drive on Smith. He'll pull back and puts it up. No good. Rebound in there. Comes down to Boyd. Down court to Smith. And here we go. Trying to get it to Jones and cannot. Voltaire almost falls out of bounds, but strong toes. Now inside to Boyd, he's able to, to Smith, he's able to gather it. Jones, McIntyre back to Jones. Inside, Jones has it blocked. Tosses it back out to Voltaire, so that's athletic. Voltaire, little pull up, knocks it down. Voltaire with 14 tonight. And you're right, this is a career-type game for Voltaire and maybe a big confidence builder. 1 point away from a 40-point lead for the Union boys. Girls won convincingly tonight as well. Ball almost thrown away. Voltaire on the break. Gets it to Smith, but it's tipped. Now Smith has it. He'll have the pull up from the right side. Cannot get it to go down. Rebound to Ponca City. Hernandez will pass it out. And here comes Landis. Putnam on the inside drive. Now looks down to Miller. Miller turns twice. Misses it. Putnam can't get it to go back, and he's fouled by Smith. I think Putnam wanted to take that initial shot, Nick, and he looked inside and realized, I don't think I'm going to do that, so he passed it off, but had one more opportunity. It'll get him 2 free throws. First free throw, no good by Putnam. Thomas Putnam, he looks bigger, but he's listed at 6'1". I'd swear from here, Nick, he's bigger than that. Got the second one to go, and it's 73-35.
When you're facing up 6'5" and 6'8" tonight, you're always going to look smaller.
Jones with a little right-hander. Oh, my goodness. Tremendous feed from Smith, and Jones just in a fluid motion lays it underhand for his first bucket of the night.
He was on the left-hand side, goes up with his right, falling out of bounds. Very impressive play there by the freshman.
Didn't switch that screen very quickly, and now out front, look who's going to shoot the three. It's Wilson, and he knocks it down. Boy, he has a great, pure shot. 75-38. Little pull-up right there, and it's going to be good for Jackson Boyd. 77-38. Back again to a 39-point lead. Oh, almost knocked down, and Wilson did fall down. Boyd, down court. Guess who's wide open? Trey Smith lays it in. The lead 79-38. Wilson had stayed after that little fumbled pass, but he looks like he's up and fine, but he's going to go have a seat.
And the lead scorer, Emmanuel Voltaire, checks out, and we're going to get to see.
This is going to be Isaac Bergen.
Isaac Bergen, yes.
He was actually featured on a video at the half here that you, if you stayed with us, were able to see. Landis fires it right side. Miller for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes off to Jones after a fight in there by Bergen. Smith out front. 4:45 to go in this game. Union comfortably on top. Smith from three and cannot get it. Ball bounced around. Jones has it. Puts it back up. Can't get it. It's knocked up and in. Tremendous play by Jackson Boyd.
Way to go up with the rebound and stay up quickly to go off the backboard. Very athletic move there from Boyd.
He's got 6. Landis now drives inside. He's fouled, but he got away with one a little bit there, Nick, because he had that little Euro step and he had nowhere to go. They're going to say it was Isaac Bergen on the foul, and Landis will step to the free throw line. First shot will not fall. Landis has worked awfully hard tonight. And Miller, the traditional leading scorer, with only 3 when he normally averages around 9. Landis tonight was 6. Cannot get number 7, and Bergen with the rebound. McIntyre quickly to Boyd. Quickly to Smith. Cross court to Jones. Another layup. Oh, the hustle right there by Kamari Block Jones gets his third and fourth point. Break inside. Landis lays it off to Buffalo Head. No look. Three-pointer will not go in there for Hernandez. Buffalo Head with the rebound. He just throws it up. That's a good job by Buffalo Head just to throw that thing up to try to get the foul, and he did. And that'll be on Jones. So number 14, Elijah Buffalo Head, the 5'10 sophomore, will step to the line. First shot rolls in. 83-39. Coming into the game, Elias Madrid. He'll check in for McIntyre. So you got a couple of trees out there right now for Union. 6'5 Madrid, and you've got Block Jones out there at 6'5. Both of them, again, look bigger. Rebound on that miss comes to Jones. He'll go to Madrid. He'll go middle. Right side. Now right side again to Smith. Bergen will take it back out front. Go to Boyd. Now Madrid for the three. Won't get it up and in back. Once again, Kamari Block Jones just standing underneath for the gift. That ball just fell in his hands. He said, sure. Puts it back up for points 5 and 6.
Caught it over the Wildcat defender and was able to go up with it.
The three is an air ball. Union will take it back out of bounds. 3:24 to go in this game, 85-39. And I'm sure that Coach Birnbaum, Jacob Birnbaum of Ponca, that's not what he's after. You don't take the frustration shot. Even if you're losing with 3 minutes to go like this, work on your game, not the shot you would normally take.
Yeah, set up the half-court, offense from there. You don't want to be throwing up prayers at that point.
Smith from three, won't go. Rebound to Buffalo Head. He'll get it back to Putnam, and Ponca will bring it up court. Anderson got it off, and he's back to Hernandez. Trying to deal a little, can't. Putnam's going to fire. The three won't go. Rebound bounces off almost everyone's hands, and once again, Buffalo Head has it. He throws it up, can't get it. Madrid drops the rebound. Straight back outside, another three-point attempt. This time Hernandez, he can't. Kept in bounds, now blocked away or knocked away, and Bergen picks it up. How many opportunities for Ponca there, and they just kept tossing shots up, Nick.
And they never felt comfortable with some of these shots. Seemed like they were just throwing up a lot of prayers, but that was going to be just a tough possession all around.
Putnam will have a seat. He's had a tough night. There wasn't much he could do inside on Flemons. And that's going to be a jump ball as Boyd tried to get it down inside, and he was jumped on and tied up right there. I believe, that was Bryant Isaiah who tied him up. He was a late addition to this roster. We actually had 5 additions to the roster right before this game began. Apparently some illness and other problems. Right, their left side three will not go in there for Bergen. Into the game for Union right now, Jamal Thomas as well. Buffalo Head will toss a three from left side. It won't go. Smith with the rebound, and with 2 minutes to go, he'll go down court to Jones. Jones cannot get that one to go. Rebound inside, Bergen, and he puts it up and in. Isaac Bergen gets his first 2 of the night. 87-39. Now it's just counting off the moments. Hernandez cannot get that one to go. It's an air ball, and Union will take control. Checking into the game for Union now, Kyron Shumpert. Trey Smith will go have a seat. So Shumpert is out there. You've got Madrid out there. And another three-point attempt, and it goes in. This time, Isaac Bergen knocks it down, and he has 7. Minute 22 to go, 90-39. Mead Mecki is ready to break in or to check in as well, and he will. Kamari Block Jones will have a seat. Inbound is stolen by Union. Down court, laid up, laid in. Tremendous play right there by Shumpert as he gets 2.
Right off the bench, making already a factor, and even in this last 60 seconds, still getting a point in there.
Drive, and that should have been a travel, but they didn't call it. Inside will be a jump ball, though, after really, I don't think there's any question. That was a travel right there by Aaron Bajo. Got away with it, though. Got the shot up, wouldn't go, and he was tied up. Possession arrow back to the Wildcats. Middle of the court. This one goes to Isaiah. Ponca will reset. Way outside. The three-pointer attempt is no good in there by Maddox Glenn. And the rebound taken down by Madrid. Ball slapped at, and Union will have it. 45 seconds to go, and I would imagine the Red Hawks will just try to dribble this one out. Shumpert will bring it across midcourt. Oh, we're going to get a three-point attempt here from Thomas. Won't go. And here comes Ponca. All the way to the basket and off his own foot. Oh, my goodness. Jordan Croker thought he had the breakaway. Instead, the ball was slapped at, went right off his foot, and Union will have it again. Shumpert will be harassed coming down court, but he's across the court. We're going to get another one of those long threes. We'll see. Right now, just around the outside, back to Shumpert. Bergen Off to Madrid. Madrid will try from 3. Can't get it to go. Wildcats will have at least one more opportunity. Down court, all the way to the bucket, laying it up and in was Brian Isaiah. That should be it. The last scoring of the game. Clock will go to 0, and that's going to be it. Well, we wondered tonight how the Union girls and the Union boys would respond to 2 really big emotional wins over very good basketball teams last night. I think we've had the answer. The girls win resoundingly, and the boys win 92-41. 1 point from a 50-point win here tonight. You had in the 20s tonight for Driver, in the 20s tonight for Miles Flemons, and you had everybody on this team playing a team role. Nick, this was a good win.
Yeah, especially with the amount of time that we were able to get for all our players. Not only were our starters able to get some good minutes, those starters were able to get some good points. We also had those typical bench players got to get some varsity minutes tonight. A 3-game week this week, ending it on a victory. Much needed rest for this weekend. Hope our boys and girls get some nice rest over the weekend.
3 games, 3 wins this week for Union. Coming up on Tuesday night, we'll rejoin you right here at the UMAC. It will be Muskogee, a much better basketball team, still middle of the pack in 6A3, but a much better basketball team. We'll check you then. For Andy Irwin and the UVU crew and my broadcast partner, Nick Irwin, I'm Rick Corey. Again, Union boys win 92-41, pardon me, and we'll see you Tuesday right back here on the Union Sports Network.